Hey guys, Andy here, and today I just wanted to give you my update to my Project Pan, that palette. I am sorry that I missed last month's update. I had broken my finger, I was having some health issues, physical and mental health issues. It was just, I took an unexpected leave of absence for a month, and I apologize, but I do have some updates and some progress. So, if you're excited to see what progress I have on my Pan That palette, then just stay tuned. But as always, everything I'm wearing will be listed down below, and so will all the deets on my Pan That palette. And if you like makeup, unboxings with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, then please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here, and let's just go ahead and get into it. So, last time you saw this palette, I had no pans, besides the concealer shade that I had dug out of it at the start of the project. If you don't know anything about this project, I'm doing this. This is a Fantastic Ladies collab. This is going from January 1st to December 31st, and the theme for this year was pan your old school project pan. So to pan your oldest palette. So for me, this is my Huda Beauty New Nude palette. So January, no pans. February, no pans. Not going to tell you what happened in March because it doesn't matter because I didn't have an update. But in April, we now have 3 pans. Because this one doesn't count, but 3 pans. I panned the shade Bear back in March. So I hit pan on this in February 15th, actually. It seems like every time I make an update, I pan a shade literally the next day after I do an update. So I had made my February update on Valentine's Day for this palette. The next day I hit pan on this Bear shade. So we have a pretty good size there. And then next I hit pan on Infatuated, which is this glitter, which I like this glitter better. I hit pan on that on March 10th, which I was going to film an update after hitting this pan, but then I just took my leave of absence. And then I hit this pan on the shade Excite today. So both glitters are panned. We have the Bear shade panned. So we have 3 shades out of 17. I'm super excited. Like, I'm actually finally seeing use. And I'm seeing some bigger dips. Like, this shade Secret. I'm seeing some big dips on Play and Lace are what I'm using to set my lid now that I have a Pan and Bear, and those have some big dips. So I think the shades that are going to be hardest to hit pan now are going to be all of the shimmers, because they're just so densely packed in there and you need so little. But I'm not really going to be focusing on using the glitters now that I have pan in them. So when I use this palette, I will be strictly focusing on the shimmers, so maybe I'll be able to actually dig in there a little bit more. But I love how this palette has been working for me. I'm so seeing pan. I was very discouraged thinking that I wasn't going to be able to have much progress for this, and I'm thinking by next month we can have at least 1, if not 2 more pans too. So what's half of 17? We'll say 8. I don't know if I can have 8 shades done by the end of June, but we'll see. I'm pretty happy. I don't think I'll be able to finish this by the end of the year, especially not at the current rate that I'm going, but if I could hit pan in every single matte shade, I will feel like I completed the palette because of just how absolutely densely packed these 5, especially these 4 metallic shimmers are. Like, I feel like I could probably hit pan in that, but I hate using this one because it just doesn't really show up. It's on the outer edge. I use it on the outer edge of my eye every time I use this palette as a shimmer, and it doesn't have a lot of shine to it. Like, it has quite a bit of shine there, but it doesn't have a lot of shine translated onto the eye. So I don't really love that shade, so we'll see. But if I could hit pan on every single matte shade, that'd be 9. That'd be over half the palette, because then I already have one. I'd have 12 out of 17. I would feel accomplished if I could hit pan on every matte shade. That is my new current goal. Like, obviously it'd be great if I could hit every shade, but I just don't feel like I'm going to do it for the shimmers. If you have any opinions of, like, how else I could use this palette, I've thought about using the shimmery shades as highlights as well once I'm done using my highlights in my Beauty A to Z project pan. So that is still in my mind. I know I can use these as blushes. How would you go about using a pan this size as a blush? Because, like, this is my blush brush. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that hard. I don't know. I just want to try to see some more use. But I'm very happy. 3 pans for my April update. And I will see you guys in the March update. And let me know down below in the comments if you're doing this project, what palette you're doing. If anyone else is doing this palette, I would love to hear it, because I would love to have a palette buddy. But whatever palette you're doing, I would love to hear it down below so I can watch your videos and see your progress. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.